Hello friends, it is Katie from I Like to Cut and Paste, and I'm on here because I am fixing to mail off some stuff to Toni, and so when you see this video she will have already gotten it, but I wanted to make sure that I remembered in case like next year I'm like, what did I send her, that I know what I sent her. So she wanted 4 things for her birthday challenge, which is totally cool. 3 Twinchies. 1 Twinchie, Halloween, woo, boot to you, and that's embossed, and I use some Tim Holtz mica sprays, and then if we're lucky, he glows in the dark. This little ghosty guy does. He's got embossing powder on him. I don't know if I could turn this off. Let's see. It's doing it, I think. I don't know. You'll have to see, Toni. Woo! Sorry for crookedness. Okay, so then the next, Twinchie, and then back on a 2x4 piece so that she can flip them up, and then I'll write my little name right there, you guys. And then the next one is Christmas, and I just think this is so cute. And this is Tim Holtz, and this is Tim Holtz stamp. And I had Kelsey Jones in my head because I measured it, and I was like, you're going to need your stamping platform so that I can make a darker image. And yes, I used my stamping. I was thinking of Kelsey, so thank you for that. Because I might have been like, no, I'll do it, and I know I can't line them back up. So yes. So I used this stamp twice, maybe even 3 times to make sure it was nice and dark. That's a rub-on, and then I trimmed out the houses and traced the little houses to get the backgrounds. So it's like over the rooftops. All right. Last but not least is magical. This is magical. Did I do Christmas up close? I know I was talking about it. All right, there's Christmas. Okay, so then there's magical, and this is from Ginger Journals, like the boho unicorn set, or gypsy boho unicorns maybe. I don't know, but she's super cute, and it comes on a whole, like, there's obviously bigger ones, but I like that there's just like a whole small set of them. That is actually a Christmas. It was like magical Christmas, but I was like, I can use Christmas another way, from a Tim Holtz rub-on sheet remnants. And so put that, and then I did not just 1 but 2 lines of the Nouveau, my favorites. So it'd be nice and this is like shimmery paper. I don't know if you can see it. I had made some cards, thank you cards, back in May. And this was from a scrap. So yay, I used a scrap, and it's shimmery and pretty, and yay, makes my heart happy. I hope it makes Toni's heart happy. And okay, so those are my 3 Twinchies. The 4th thing was to make a wand. Okay, are you ready? All right, so I used like a paper straw. Oh, let's do this side first. All right, Toni's Magical Arts and Crafts. And then this is like, okay, so it had like a white seam. You take off the white seam, so it does like this. I bought this from Michael's. They had gotten some new trims. Like, they totally upped their game. So I hope that they're still there. I don't know. I haven't been to Michael's in a little bit, and every time I go, I get like 10 minutes, and then my family's like, we gotta go. So I don't know. They still have them. You had to buy them by the yard or foot or whatever, and then somebody had to cut them for you. Like, they try to be all like self-checkout, and then there's all this stuff where somebody has to help you. So, like, come on Michaels, a little customer service, come on. So I had initially sewed this as like 1 word, but then it hung funny, and so I went back and I reinforced it with glue. And then I did sew these little guys on. These are different various sequins. And I made this like I made a ribbon and like it was 2 ribbons. There's a video for it. So if you want it, I can try to find it for you. But basically I put this on a like a loom. I don't know what a hoop, like an embroidery hoop. I did the stuff, and then I took a piece of cardboard and I die cutted it with a circle, and then I die cut a piece of felt, glued that, so it's a little squishy, little squish, and then I glued the material on. I cut it like in sections, trying to make it perfect, but and then here's like the ribbons, right? But look, there's more. Ah, happy Halloween. So here I did not sew these on because I knew I was going to have to glue them on anyway. So I glued those on, and there's some things that are glued, and then there's some things that are sewn on. So it just kind of depended what it was. Same process. There's cardboard under this with the felt piece on top with this on top of it. And then these are Tim Holtz bones. I was so happy to use them. And little Tim Holtz. And then this little bead I got. He's sewn, but he was flipping back and forth. Like, so I secured him with a little glue. And then, like I said, some of it's glued because that's like a gem. But then that's a sequin. So fun. And then these little things, I hope Toni recognizes those. I had one halfway Halloween thing that she had going on, and I won. It was super awesome. And there's these little clay bits, and I thought, oh, she loves these so much. She loved them so much she shared them, first of all, which was very cool. And then I thought, oh, I will include those on there. And then this little ghost was a button, and so that part was cut off, that little back shank, I guess, whatever. And then that was the nail art I had used on some different projects that had this nail art. Oh, is it here? Let me show you guys. See, little bits. And that's where this heart and this rose came from also. This is Tim Holtz candy. That's a button. Yeah. And so that's some little sequins. And so I was like, oh, that's so cute to put that little nail art ribbon on him. So, and so then here's the front side to, this is back when Hobby Lobby in 2017. I don't know if they sold it in 2018. They sold Halloween ribbon. They sold Halloween stuff, and then they stopped somewhere along the way. It's too bad, but yeah, so that's the wand. Let's see. Let me clean up this mess. Boop. Yeah, so I'm so excited. Like I said, I'm going to go mail this off now. It is not, all right, if you're looking at it, it is skewed a little bit. I was not sure how this was going to go down, so I actually squished this part because it is paper. I squished it down, and then in doing so, I think I shifted them a little bit. But it's a wand, so I think, kind of like zippity-doo-dah or whatever it is, bippity-bop. So, alrighty, thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.